Let's begin the broadcast with this exclusive news break here on Times Now. It's about the Karnataka Gruha Lakshmi Scheme. The Karnataka government had made 5 ambitious guarantees to the people of the state with much fanfare. It was these promises that are widely believed to have brought the Congress party to power. But when it comes to delivery, there are many who are still waiting for benefits to reach them. About 13 lakh beneficiaries of the Gruha Lakshmi scheme still await the financial aid that the government had promised. As part of the scheme, women head of the families are entitled to receive 2,000 rupees per month, provided the women or their husbands are not in the tax-paying bracket. Times Now visited Deputy Chief Minister DKS Karnataka constituency, where several women complain that they are yet to receive fund transfer. Many of the women in the Deputy Chief Minister's constituency are daily wage workers and have been living hand to mouth for years now. Take a look at this exclusive report from Kanakapura.
Several women in the state of Karnataka still await the 2,000 rupees that was promised to them by the Congress party in the state. Now remember that the Congress party managed to come to power in the state largely owing to the guarantees and the promises that they've made. How are the women in the state suffering today? Well, keep watching this ground report that I bring to you from Kanakapura, the district where the Deputy Chief Minister himself hails from. Thousands of women over here say that they still await this money, that their applications are not being accepted. For many of them, even as the application has been accepted, they're absolutely clueless about why the money has still not reached them as they struggle to make ends meet.
ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲೂರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ತರ ದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿರೋದೇನು ನಮ್ದೇ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಪಾಪದಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅರ್ಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ದೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇದಂತ ಇರೋದು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು.
Well, the BJP has hit out at the Siddaramaiah government, saying while much noise has been made about the 5 promises, the Congress government has failed when it comes to delivery.
This government, Congress government in the state, completely failed to deliver the guarantees whatever they have promised. It has been only on paper. They're just making noise. In everybody's backyard, particularly the Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister, every backyard, they're not able to deliver. It is people, they have just shown them that we are giving, but most of the places, most of them, they are not getting the guarantees. It is complete failure of the government to deliver, though there's a data available, there's a complete data available, and there's a source method, but they are not keen to distribute the money.
घर घर में काम करता है ना, उन महिलाओं को भी नहीं मिला है. एक तरफ से हम देता है बोलता है, एक तरफ से नहीं देता है. हम महिलाओं के लिए सौभाग्य देने वाला सरकार करके सिद्धरामैया जी ने बोल रहे हैं. ये सरकार सौभाग्य देने वाला सरकार नहीं है, सौभाग्य को निकालने वाला सरकार है ये.
Well, the Congress government, however, has said that the delay is on account of documentation issues, assuring that transfer to remaining beneficiaries will be made soon. Women and Child Development Minister of the state, Lakshmi Ebalkar, told Times Now that out of over 1 crore registrations, 97% of the beneficiaries are already being paid. She assured that within 15 to 20 days remaining, beneficiaries will start getting funds too.
Till date, today, 1 crore 16 lakh फैमिलीज ने इसको रजिस्टर किया है. तो आधार सीडिंग का प्रॉब्लम हो या केवाईसी का प्रॉब्लम हो, एड्रेस का प्रॉब्लम हो या मोबाइल नंबर थोड़ा भी इधर उधर हो गया तो टेक्निकल इश्यूज आ रहे हैं. इसलिए हम दिन ब दिन ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं, सीडीपीओ को ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं, आंगनवाड़ी कार्यकर्ता, आंगनवाड़ी हेल्पर, ये सब घर घर जाके सीडीपी ऑफिस तक ले आके एक क्लियर कर रहे हैं. आज के तारीख में 97% गृह लक्ष्मी का उनको पैसा जा रहा है. जो बचा है वो भी एक 15-20 दिन के अंदर ये पूरा योजना को एक मतलब बहुत ही सरल रूप से जाए, किसी को तकलीफ ना हो, किसी को भी कंफ्यूजन ना हो, उस तरह से हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं.
I saw a bit of it. I think around 12 lakh people are yet to receive out of the close to 1 crore people. Whatever are the necessary documents that needs to be linked with the scheme have to be given is what I believe. So as soon as they link that locally, they will get the money.
Let's in fact listen into what the women have to say who have still not received any assistance in terms of the Gruha Lakshmi scheme from the government.
Several women in the state of Karnataka still await the 2,000 rupees that was promised to them by the Congress party in the state. Now remember that the Congress party managed to come to power in the state largely owing to the guarantees and the promises that they've made. How are the women in the state suffering today? Well, keep watching this ground report that I bring to you from Kanakpura, the district where the Deputy Chief Minister himself hails from. Thousands of women over here say that they still await this money, that their applications are not being accepted. For many of them, even as the application has been accepted, they're absolutely clueless about why the money has still not reached them as they struggle to make ends meet.
ಅದೇನ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಕ ಬಂದಿರೋದೇನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದೇ ಇರೋದೇನು ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಕ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ನಮಗೂ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದೇನೆ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲೂರೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಅದೇನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿರೋದೇನು ನಮ್ದೇ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟ ನೀವಿ ಪಾಪದಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಮ್ನ ಅರ್ಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ದೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇದಂತ ಇರೋದು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲೂರೇ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆತಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೋ ಇದಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೋ ಅಂತಾರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಜಿನೇ ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಅಂತಾನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟ ನೀವಿ.
Well, the fact is that there are several issues right now that's been admitted by the government. Taking this question across now to in fact a gentleman here whose wife has still not received the amount. Now she is sick and even as she awaits treatment over here, they are still waiting for the money as well.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಇದು ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಾಯ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾಯ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ
ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಣ್ಣ ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಹೌದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ದೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ದೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕಳೆ ಕಿತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಮ್ಮವ್ವ ಇವಾಗ ಓಡ್ ಬಂದೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಯ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕಣ್ಮೇಡಮ್ಮ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ ಸಾಕಾಯ್ತು 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಭಗವಂತ ನಾನು 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ತಕೋಗೋದು ಆಧಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ತಕೋಯ್ತೀನಿ ರೇಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ತಕೋಯ್ತೀನಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತಕೋಯ್ತೀನಿ ಏನ್ ತಕೋದ್ರು ಬತ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣವ ಬತ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡನವ ನೋಡಿ ಕಳೆ ಕಿರ್ತಾ ಓಡ್ ಬಂದಿನ ಕೈ ತೊಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಎತ್ತಿ ಆಧಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ ನೋಡಿ ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಉಣ್ಬೇಕು ಇಬ್ರು ಮಕ್ಳವ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಸುಖನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡ್ ಬಂದೆ ಯಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಫೋನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಕಣ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನೀವೇನು ನೋಡಿ ವಸಿನ ನಿಮ್ದು ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ ನಮ್ಗೊಸಿ ಬರುವಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲವ
ಇದ್ರ ತನಕ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ
ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಚಿಟ್ಟೆ ಪೈಸಾನು ಬರ್ಲ ಕಣಮ್ನಿ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಬಂದ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾರ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ರ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡೇವಲ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರು ತಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ತೋರ್ಕಬತ್ತೀನಿ ಎಂದು ಅವರು ಏನು ತೋರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಕೈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಮಾಲ್ ಮಡ್ಗೇವ್ನಿ.
Well, you heard the plight of this woman here who says that she is a daily wage worker, that she struggles day after day. In fact, she's shown as a condition of her hands that, she has to endure on a daily basis. And these are people from the lowest strata of society that, we are speaking to today, expecting that, some amount at least would help them. But we'll really have to wait and see. Of course, the government says that the matter is likely to be rectified in the coming days. But how long it really takes for, them to get the amount and for their livelihoods to be bettered is a question that we'll continue to raise on Times Now until such time that the amount is not credited to them.
We're now joined by GS Prashant, spokesperson of the BJP, and we have Advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst. And Nikhil Jain, if this is the situation in the Deputy Chief Minister's constituency, what must be happening elsewhere?
So Swati, what's happening elsewhere is that over 90% of the beneficiaries have started getting the direct benefit transfers that were promised by the Congress government. Yes, the coverage has not been to all 100% of the people as it was promised to, and it is going to take time. It should not have had, but the government is working hard on it. And I'm very glad that you guys are asking questions on the government for not being able to deliver on its promises within 5-6 months of the government's formation. I just hope that Times Now and all the other news channels also ask questions of Narendra Modi for not being able to deliver on more than half of his promises 9 years after being in government. Nobody is asking him about Har Jal Nal. Nobody is asking him about house to everybody's. Nobody is asking about doubling of farmers' income. I'm glad you guys are asking Karnataka government about why they can't transfer money to these poor women within 5-6 months of their government formation. And so far as the government is concerned, they very clearly said that we don't have the adequate information and Aadhaar linking of all the supposed beneficiaries, and that is why it is taking time. We have reached out to more than 90% of the people, and the remaining people would be reached out shortly. And I believe that the government is on the right path with it.
Let me in fact take a counter from GS Prashant on that. GS Prashant, Advocate Nikhil Jain says 97% beneficiaries have received the money. They are benefiting from the Gruha Lakshmi scheme, and the rest who have not been covered is because of technical difficulties, not because the government does not want to extend the benefit.
Firstly, I will like to extend Deepavali wishes to you and the entire viewers of Times Now. But the greatest irony is that the poor people living in Kanakpura, the turf of the strong man DKS Shivakumar, who what he calls himself as, they are not having a happy Deepavali. You just saw the visuals put out saying that what pitiable condition they are, and they are made to run from pillar to post every day, and with Aadhaar cards being thrown at them saying get back and get lost. So this is the apathy towards citizens of the Karnataka government. Now coming to the issue whether what Karnataka government has done last 6 months. First of all, Kisan Samman Yojana, which was there for farmers, 4,000 per month has been removed. 3 crores has been used for Siddaramaya's home renovation. 10 crores has been used for purchasing Innova cars for ministers. And there is absolutely zero money for development works. And it is all over newspapers today saying BDA, the Bangalore Development Authority, when they're calling about Brand Bangalore, has only about 40 crore in its account when they're talking about Brand Bangalore. And recently, when they gave out some awards for Rajyotsava, those checks ranging from 3,000 to 5,000 have also bounced. And one more thing, the scholarship for children of construction workers has been cut down from 60,000 to 11,000 rupees. Who's going to answer all these things?
Okay,
this is only a ploy by Congress. They are not.
Okay, promises were made and you came to power, but now you're not fulfilling them.
No, Swati, it's quite funny that the BJP spokesperson has an objection with a chief minister spending 3 crores on the renovation of his house, or the council of ministers spending 10 crores on their cars, when his party's prime minister spends 8,000 crores on a plane. 8,000 crores on a plane, and God knows how many 500 crores or 1,000 crores on the prime minister's palace that is being built in Central Vista. So let's not get on to that. Let's stick to the issue, and the issue is that the Congress had promised 5 guarantees to the people. They are delivering on it. Of course, the delivery has not been 100% so far. It's going to take time, and let's give the government some time. Let's not just jump to conclusions and try and paint them in a bad light. Of course, if there is some deficiency of the government should be held accountable, as should be.
Okay, then Nikhil Jain, tell me something. Tell me something.
The scheme,
tell me something. If you are saying technical difficulty is an issue, why is that not being communicated to the women who are going to the centers to ask, about the scheme not benefiting them and are being turned away? Why is the government not communicating with them that eventually you will also benefit? There's some technical issue probably. They don't know anything about what's happening. They are just saying everybody else's application around us is getting accepted, but us.
Swati, that's the point. See, even the women that you're talking to, they know that people around them are getting the benefit of the scheme. And if the government is not able to communicate to the specific individuals who are not getting the benefit, that why is it that they're not getting the benefit, I strongly feel that that is a communication failure of the government. They need to get onto it. They need to tell their people, handing out these transfers, that you need to be sensitized about this. You need to make the voters, you need to make the public be aware of why they're not getting the benefits.
Okay, you're saying it's just a documentation issue and a technical one.
So far as the
but the BJP says that this government came to power by making those promises. It is not able to fulfill them. That's all the time I have. GS Prashant and Advocate Nikhil Jain, thank you for joining us.